I was just scrolling through social media and I come across this photo right here. This photo was taken in 2021 at the University of Nairobi. I was invited to be a panelist, and then it ended up turning to me being the moderator of the whole event. It was dubbed the University of Nairobi Gender Youth Dialogue. It happened in 2021, and some of the faces and the voices and personalities that were there included representatives from the United Nations Women, Amnesty International, I believe. There was the Professor Kiyama, then of University of Nairobi, was present, but he didn't come to attend the event, but we went for a briefing in his office. And then chief guest was CAS back then, Nadia Abdallah Ahmed. It was actually an incredible honor to be a part of that. So here's where it got dramatic. A day before the event, I received a phone call. So this is how I received a phone call. I was working as one of the news reporters and news anchors at one of the stations, and I had a broadcast that almost had my name, right? Something at 9 with Brian Sakwa, yeah? So that gave me a lot of credibility as a young journalist to moderate such an event. So I was told you'd be a panelist, and one of the moderators was actually that time was K24's Valentine Jeroge. She's the founder of Dada Sphere, an agency that advocates for human rights and the girl child, so to say, right? So I receive a phone call and I'm told, hey, Sakwa, you'll have to be the moderator because Valentine has backed out. She's not going to be a part of that conversation. And the reason why is because Maverick Aoko was among the panelists. And just to paint for you a little bit of panoramic picture, way back, Maverick Aoko was extremely passionate and enthusiastic and ecstatic about the rights and actually standing on business for the boy child. Alikuwa mtetezi. She was like literally the only woman in Nairobi or even in Kenya who's on the front line. She was a strong agent, a strong voice when it came to, pushing for conversations that favored men. So she was pro-men. So in that conversation, she literally turned to be the antagonist or protagonist, yeah, either way. Now, so we start, I turn up, I show up, we go for a briefing right over here. I think we are almost, this is at the University of Nairobi in one of the auditorium. I think it could be around the 6th floor or 7th floor. I don't exactly recall. And we are being introduced to the officials right over there. Told Sakwa is the moderator, he's the journalist. You can see I'm seated right next to Aoko. I'm just shocked. I am puzzled, mortified, stunned, and petrified. Add all those adjectives in there, bruv. I was wondering, like, what the hell did I sign up for? So I'm given notes. I'm saying I'm briefed. These are the questions you'll ask, and feel free to add in your own organic sentiments. So boom, we set up. A prayer session is done. A rendition, a Bible verse, nini, MC, introduction, clapations, left, right, and center. Boom, the host is introduced. I introduce my profile. I'm like, hi everyone, my name is Sakwa. I'm a journalist. I host this and that. It actually felt nice and incredible and a learning opportunity to connect, right? And then we resume our seats and we begin with a conversation of, first of all, exchanging and getting to know the profiles of our guests. And then the conversation gets heated up. And I think at a place where it got extremely explosive is that Maverick Aoko was, there was a question that was asked about, women and patriarchy and what exactly it means and how it has been disenfranchising and taken away from, the cups of women when it comes to opportunities, relationships, growing in career spheres and even salaries. There was a question about the gender gap. And I remember Maverick Aoko, responding to one of the ladies in the audience, and she was like, patriarchy is mental, historically, and she quoted some philosophers right over there. And trust me, I don't know if it's the feminists in the audience, everybody stood up and they wanted to ask a question. A mic was almost grabbed from me, and I had to stand on business, and I shut everybody down. I told them, your questions are not welcome. Let's go to the next panelist. And trust me, believe me, when we took that short break, when we went for that break, they almost came for my neck. Bro, that's the time I knew. When women gang up on you, they can kill you and take you to the gutter. Bro, women are powerful. Women are very powerful when they unite. Let me tell you, you can never win a battle against women. That's the lesson I learned. And trust me, after the conversation was done, Maverick Aoko just disappeared. And so here's another dramatic part. Simini nimeenda kujificha backstage. CS Nadia Abdallah comes, she was to give her speech since she was the chief guest. So she's reading her speech right over there. Me, I'm figuring out how to exit and just go back to where I came from. And I'm told, and now this is the award for the host. Believe me, you bruv. Do you know that hamper I'm holding? I still have it right over here. Let me just get it. 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 Do you know what? Do you know what was in this hamper? It was a big University of Nairobi mug. For me, I thought it was because that time iPhone 11 Pro Max were actually the thing. Bro, only to open up I was stunned and lost for words. I was like, a whole CAS, you're giving me a mug? That time I had a loan. I was battling a lot. Bro, I've never been boom puzzle. I didn't recover when I opened up the whole thing, only to realize it was a mug. I was starstruck. I don't know if starstruck is the right adjective. I was lost for words. I couldn't even, like, what, a mug? What do you mean? To count the long story short, maybe we can do a part 2. I ended up not being paid anything. They were angry and mad at me for defending Maverick Aoko, and they never even gave me fare back home. And then I started threatening as well. I will sue you. I even started questioning. Now I understand why Valentine Jiroge backed out. But I know she backed out because she didn't want to be in the same room with Maverick Aoko. Of course, Maverick Aoko's punchlines and sentiments were like salvos that could cut through, the ladies and just, Maverick Aoko had an intimidatory kind of a personality because she was standing on business, and I had to protect her from the reactions, fiery reactions, because she was feisty and fiery. Whoa, bro. And I think that's how I became friends with Maverick Aoko. And at least I protected her. And after that, she fled the scene. Me too fled the scene. And I don't regret it anyways, but I wish you guys would have at least compensated me, because for such an event, if it was airing on TV, and I trust maybe someday that footage ever makes it out there, I'll use it as one of, because yes, I've moderated many other events in between, but that one was my first. But at least ata Nadia Abdallah, anyways, CS, ICT, innovation, and